Welcome back, players and collectors, to my channel, Ren's Collectibles. If you're new here, I'm Ren, and today I'm very excited because I'm starting a brand new journey that I want to take you guys all on with me. Many of you have been on this journey yourself for many years. Maybe some of you guys are looking to join the journey as well. But that journey is none other than becoming a Pokemon TCG master. And I've said it before here on the channel, and you guys know that I play PTCG live. I wanted to get into playing Pokemon competitively, and I figured, you know what, now's the best time, to ever get into it. Well, the best time would have been, before, any time in the past to play, but now is the next best time. So I am jumping into Pokemon TCG competitive gameplay. I am a complete novice. You guys know I know how to play the game. I know rules, stuff like that. But when it comes to actual competitive gameplay, I am very new to that. I play casually. But today, all that changes. I'm going to be going to my card shop here very, very soon, and we're going to be doing there's a Pokemon League going on tonight. I'm not sure if it's casual or if it's an actual Pokemon League with championship points on the line, because the Facebook post just says it's Pokemon Night, and usually it says something about it being a Pokemon League if there's points being involved. But I'm sure it's probably just an error and that there's an actual Pokemon League. But I've got a deck ready to go. It's a Mew VMAX deck for anybody who is interested in knowing that. But you are going to find out that it is not the competitive Mew VMAX deck that everybody knows. It is the straight out of the box premier battle deck that you could buy at Walmart's. It's that deck. There's no changes to it. I've literally done nothing to it. So I don't know how that's going to go, especially in a competitive scene. Again, this is my first time ever trying it out, so I don't really know until I go and experience it for myself. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking the first steps to entering the Pokemon League, essentially, and becoming a TCG player for Pokemon. I played the game before, but I've never done it competitively, and I think for 2024, my goal is to play competitively and just learn as much as I can. Hopefully gain some experience and some knowledge, and look forward to maybe actually being competitive in leagues for 2025. But we're about to hit the GameStop right now. Not GameStop, the local card shop. And we're gonna play in our first Pokemon League ever. So let's go join some fun. All right, I will say it is a little strange kind of being at the card shop right now and not coming to play Nostalgix, although they are in good hands tonight. They are kind of under the control, I shouldn't say control, that makes it sound bad. They're under the guidance of my brother, Desi, as he kind of steps up a little bit more into that role of helping me run the Nostalgix team here. But today is all about Pokemon, which feels so weird to me, but I'm very excited about it. It's something I've been wanting to do, is really get back into Pokemon TCG gameplay. Again, like I said, I'm not a competitive player with it. I've never done that. I've always been casual, but today we're gonna try something a little new. We're gonna start our journey into getting up to a competitive level. I don't expect to win very much, and honestly, I'm hoping I just learn a ton. That's really what my goal is, but we're gonna find out, and yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. I don't know. I'm excited about it, and let's see what we do. All right, I want to take a moment here, interject into the video, and say that I got to the shop and I was fully intending on filming a little bit more. However, there was two people in particular that had younger kids playing that did not want to be filmed, and I said, you know what, I completely respect that. I'm just not going to film in there at all. They're not local to my card shop, so who knows? Maybe we get to film a little bit later on, or maybe they get to check out the channel and kind of see what the content is. But for now, unfortunately, there's not going to be a lot of in the store gameplay. But I'll kind of break it down as we get to the halfway point, and then at the end of the actual tournament, and I'm going to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the tournament here. I'm not doing too bad. I'm 1-1. Not doing great, not doing awful, but overall, definitely some misplays going on. But we're going to keep going, see what we can do here. It is a league cup or league something, so it's for a championship points. So we'll see what I can score at the end of this, but not bad for 2 games, 1-1. I'll take it. All right, so halfway into this tournament, it was very interesting. I was pretty nervous going into this. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a very nervous individual. I generally have confidence in things, in my ability to do things. But for some reason, I was just a little nervous going into it today, just being the first time. But going 1-1 at halftime, it was pretty big for me. I really did not have high expectations coming into this, so it was pretty interesting. But I will say my first match was against one of the younger individuals in the tournaments, which, by the way, there was only, I think, 14 of us there today, so it was a little bit on the smaller side, which is fine. It was 4 rounds, best of 1, so you win and move on type of thing. But my opponent was playing the Miraidon Regieleki VMAX deck, which is ironic because I have that deck. I forgot it at home, so I couldn't play that deck. But that was such a crazy matchup. I controlled most of that game. I'm not even gonna lie. I controlled most of the game. I was feeling really good about it until the very end. She put out 2 Regieleki VMAXs, no big deal. I had Mew VMAX out, and I've been putting some damage counters on them. And I went to go pull one out, and I did damage, and I miscalculated. I had to do quick math in my head, and I failed. I completely failed. So I left one Regieleki VMAX with 10 HP, and I had a power tablet in my hand. So that was a misplay big time on my part, because had I done that, I would have taken the last 2 prize counters and I would have won the match. In hindsight, I probably should have just done it anyway to seal the deal. And I learned very fast that that was a mistake, because it only took 2 turns, I think, or one turn. No, it was 2 turns, and she knocked out both of my Mew VMAXs. And the way it happened was Beach Court was out, so her Regieleki was able to retreat into a fresh Regieleki, which I could not kill or knock out in 1 turn with my Mew VMAX, unfortunately, and I did not survive that. So that was a little bit of a bummer. Very well played on her part, very mismanaged on mine. But it's amazing that like one small little thing can really blow up your game plan if you're not careful. But that's just one of the things that like I expected to do, some rookie type mistakes. Not that I intentionally tried doing it, but I kind of figured stuff like that would happen. So I started off 0-1, no big deal. And then, yeah, the second game I played, it was a Darkrai and Galarian Moltres deck, which you would think is a huge mismatch for my Mew VMAX deck, and it was, but I got accelerated pretty quickly in that, and I was fortunate enough to have a couple Boss's Orders in my hand, on top of having a Genesect V on my bench, so I was able to use the power of that and some power tablets to knock out a couple Galarian Moltres and a Darkrai for the win. That was probably the smoothest my gameplay went. I don't think I made any mistakes. I even talked to the guy afterwards. He was fantastic. And was just like, hey, you know, if you were in my shoes, would you still kind of done things the way I did it? Because I think I knocked out a Darkrai, and then he had a Darkrai and Moltres on the bench, and I pulled out one of the Moltres to knock it out again. instead of going for the dark ride. I was like, which one would have caused more damage? Like, which one would you, as the dark type player right now, would you have not wanted me to knock out? And I think he agreed with me in the end that taking out the Moltres was like the better call of the two. Although he said he was pretty confident that it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I could have knocked them both out because of just how poor his hand was, which happens. But fantastic dude, by the way. So I got the win there, and that was really cool. But it was short-lived. We move on to the second half, and let's go into it, man. Second half was interesting, to say the least. I went 1-3 total overall, like just went 1-3. My last two games were probably the harder two. Not to say that my opponents on the first two weren't tough to play. My third match, I really got manhandled. I'm not even gonna lie. I was playing a what was it, Qin Pao, and who else was it? Qin Pao and Baxcalibur deck, and that was a beautiful deck. I'm not gonna lie, like they just played that to perfection and just rolled me up like a ball and kicked me around. It wasn't, I did get I think 3 prize counters from that game, so it wasn't awful, but and that was a hard one to compete with, and I ultimately lost that one. It was still a pretty fast loss. But then the fourth game was a little bit better for me. It was against another Qin Pao deck, and I kind of saw how it worked and went, because I've never seen a Qin Pao deck actually in action before. So I kind of knew what to expect a little bit. I played it much better, and I misplayed at the very end. There was 2 prize counters left. They had a Qin Pao, and they had like 2 Baxcaliburs or something like that. And I had my Mew VMAX, and I had nothing else on the bench, but it didn't matter because they only had 2 prize counters left too. And they switched out one of their Baxcalibur for the Qin Pao, and then left it there, and I knew I couldn't take it out in one hit, so I opted to just Boss's Orders up one of the Baxcalibur, knocked it out in one hit. I had 1 prize counter left. They put in their Qin Pao again and decimated me in the next turn. It was not pretty. And that was like the first match I actually had, like the air kind of deflated out of me a little bit, because although the first game I thought was mine as well, this one I really felt good, confident about, and man, they took that away from me in the last turn, and it was unfortunate. Because I had another Boss's Order, so I could have just pulled up the second Baxcalibur and did the exact same thing for the win, had they not knocked me out first. So there was that. But overall, it was a lot of fun. The tournament was good. Again, that was with a standard Mew VMAX battle deck, premium battle deck, whatever they're called. So straight out the box, no tweaks, no added cards or anything like that. So all in all, I think I did fine with it. But it was a good experience, good time. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was my experience at my very first Pokemon League. Honestly, it was really fun. I had a blast. I enjoyed it. Very happy to have gotten to do that, and I can't wait for the next one. I'm already looking into some other game stores. I cannot talk right now. To do some more Pokemon League stuff. I want to get into it. I feel like the more I do it, the better and faster I'm going to pick it up. Realistically, I don't expect to come anywhere close to championship points for like a world tournament. So I think it's 600 this year for US players. I will be ecstatic if I can even get to 100 championship points before Worlds 2024. Like I will be to the moon if I can get to 100 points. I'm really not expecting it. I'll be honest, I'm not expecting to win much in the coming months to year. I'm really not. I know that they give everybody points for playing. I want to say, even with me coming near dead last, which is really hard to say, I got a couple championship points for it. So that was kind of cool, but I don't really expect to do much more than that. But it was fun. My next step is to actually make my own deck and take it to these tournaments to see how it really plays. And for that, I'm very excited. So for my experienced players out there, if you have a deck list that you think is good, or if you have some Pokemon you think might be up and coming, let me know, and maybe I'll try to make a deck around it. You know, I'm kind of experimenting with a lot right now, so we'll see what happens. I do know that Mew VMAX is likely not going to stay on top for much longer, given the shift to some dark types, especially considering the Charizard EX that just dropped in Obsidian Flames, but you never know. And I'm not a fan of the Gardevoir deck, so please don't recommend that. I've tried it, and I cannot play that deck to save my life. I just can't. I don't know why I can't, but I can't. So please don't recommend that. Oh, I almost forgot. I got this prize pack here, which I thought was kind of cool for playing as well. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll open it up and I can kind of show you what all is in here. You know what? Let's just do it. We're just going to open it up. I've never opened one of these up before. So my first time ever getting a Pokemon prize pack. So I don't know. You can unlock these online? I might save that for myself then. I don't know if there's a code trick or not, if I'm being honest here. But we've got Beach Court. It's really hard for me because these are backwards on my screen. So, so this one has like the silver border and this one does not, because this is an older card, right? So that's interesting. Reggie Steel, that's a cool one. We got... Is that a Cosmo foil? Oh, that is pretty. That would go good with my Mew VMAX deck. Got a foil. That's awesome. I'm going to have to sleeve that up. I'm really digging that. We got Switch. Oh, is that one foil too? Oh, that is foil. I didn't realize you were going to get foil cards in these. I thought they were all kind of basic, but we got Switch Cart. And we got an Energy. So there you go. Is meant to be Mew VMAX. There you guys go. But thank you guys for joining me on my very first journey to Pokemon League. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And definitely stay tuned. We're going to be doing more, and I'm hoping to get some more footage of like actual gameplay and kind of going through some deck processes with you. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are as well. But that's all I have today. See you guys in the next one.